Before we start today's video, I just want to harp on something and talk about something that's near and dear to me. Is you know, part of being a good tradesman is giving back when you can. You know, people think that we charge a lot of money for what we do, but really, it's so we can provide for our family and build something. So, in that respect, you know, I have a couple charity jobs coming up. I'm doing about a half charity job for this old guy out in Crooked River Ranch, and then I'm also going to do a full heat pump or AC giveaway. You know, in HVAC, we help keep people comfortable in their homes and comfortable in their businesses that they work in. You know, just like an electrician, you know, they keep the lights on, and a plumber, you know, make sure people have clean water to drink and, you know, somewhere to do their number twos, if you know what I mean. So I think it's important that we do that, but it's also important that we give back some. So I just wanted to express that's what I strive for, is to be a successful contractor, but also to be a successful human being and helping my fellow man when they need it. So here comes the video. All right, we are back. Looks like she is thawed up. I'm going to seal this door up, head outside, and see what the unit's doing. Alright guys, I got the temp clamps on there along with my gauge hoses, and pressures look pretty good. It almost looks like we have a little bit of an overcharge here. The line set's short. It's actually under 15 feet, so never heard of that causing the system to ice up. So I think I'm going to let this run for about 20 minutes, and I'm going to see if that stabilizes at a lower subcooling. Otherwise, I'm probably going to recover a little bit out of here and see what we got. All right, so I took about 8 ounces out. I'm going to go back and check pressures and everything. I just want everything to stabilize. I'm getting 47 degrees right now in the supply. Let's go take a look at the return. All right, I came up to the return here and pulled the filter out, and I'm going to show you why I was having an icing up issue. This is another lesson for you, not to take the customer's word for it when they say their filter's clean. Now, this is one of those 3M, I call them the furnace killers. Filtrete, no good. These do not belong in HVAC systems. You want to buy the cheapest filter that you can, and change it more frequently. These are just a marketing ploy is what these are. They don't do you any good. Do not put these filters in. I mean, that thing's restrictive when you put it in. It's probably pretty clean for what it is. It's just not good for airflow, so do not put these in. I'm going to tell the customer they need to get something cheaper and put them in here. Just a basic pleated filter will work just fine. So let me get the temps, and I'm going to head back out to the unit. All right, we got about a 76 degree return temp. I'm going to go back to that supply because that's about a 29 degree split, which is pretty high. It is very, very dry here though. So let's button up this return back. I'm gonna leave him out. They're only gonna be gone for till tomorrow, so I'll tell him to get a cheaper filter in there. It'll be okay to run for this evening without a filter in there. So let's put this back together, and then I'm gonna go back down to a supply register. Okay guys, I'm back here at the supply register. If you can read that, I'm getting 50 degrees. Return air is about 76. This was probably more like 51 when I first put it in, so it's probably like 75 or something in the return. It's been cooling. So a couple things I found. One was that dirty filter. Two was 14 registers in the home. 6 of them were shut off. No. So that thing didn't have a chance. So I got her dialed in, and I'm sure we're going to be good on this one. I should have checked it. I'm a little rusty. I should have checked that to begin with, and I did remember telling her to leave them all open like I normally do when I did the installation, but you know, things get missed. So it is what it is. I'm happy to come get this going for them while they're gone. And I'm going to go dial in that subcooling. Let's go see what it looks like now. All right, we're back at the outdoor unit. That looks pretty reasonable. I probably still got a little bit too much juice in it. So I'm going to let a little bit more out, recover a little bit more out, and see if we can get that subcooling a little more reasonable number. I like where the superheat's at. That's great. So you know, it's a TXV system, so it's gonna modulate the superheat. Let's take a look at the train charging charts to verify that, some of this. So right now we have, let's call it 87 degrees outside. So let's go over to this chart. So if you look here at 87, which is right up in there on our curve, that puts us, it's kind of hard to see, 87. Oh, we want to be right around 340 with our head pressure. 349. Let's recover a little bit more out of this and see what we can do. All right, guys, I recovered another about 4 ounces out of it. I'm not going to touch it anymore. I think we're good there. Subcooling's a little high, but you know, without taking the whole charge out and weighing it back in, I'm just not going to mess with it. I know we have less than what the factory charge is in it. And if you look, come over here, so we're at 352 and 118. I went ahead and drew the lines. So we want to be about right in there. So, you know, probably closer to like 330, honestly, with that. And then our suction pressure, I went and got our wet bulb with my wet bulb thermometer, and we want to be right around 130ish, 125, 130. So I'm not going to mess with it anymore. It's cooling good. It's working good. They have airflow now. So yeah, I'm happy with this. Another service call just came in, so I'm gonna button up here and head out there. All right, I got the coil put back together, all taped back up, sealed. Everything's running great. Customer's gonna be real happy to come home to a cool house. And if you want the best HVAC services in Central Oregon, no BS service, give us a call. I'm happy to help you. All right, guys, let's summarize that last call real quick. I can summarize it in one word: airflow. So when your system is in air conditioning mode, make sure all of your supply registers are open, and make sure that your filter is clean. Make sure your return grill is clean. Make sure that thing is flowing at 100%. Otherwise, there will be nuisance service calls, and you're going to be left in the hot when it's hot outside. So keep your registers open. Keep your filter clean. It's very, very important, more so in cooling than in the heating cycle. So let's put a bow on that one. Hopefully I'm not back because she stuck another 3M filter in there. So now I'm headed off to a place called Eagle Crest. It's a golf course community, kind of hoity-toity like Sun River is, which I'll be at tomorrow. But this is a really, really nice couple. She actually babysits our daughter as a backup when our other babysitter can't do it. So I'm going to jump right on this for them. Awesome people. Let's get some shots out there. All right, we got ourselves a choo-choo train. Let's see if we can find the model number on this sucker. There we are. Looks like it's a A4A6B 036. Let's pop the cover and see what we can find. Maybe we'll get lucky and it's a cap and go. That little frog just had a bad day. More than likely what the issue is. Either that one or the one for the fan. Let's see what we can see. She's a little bit swollen. Let's see what we got here. That would be a 35, 7.5, but they were only using it for the fan side, so let's see what we got on the fan side. She is a goner. Let's go find a 7.5. Alright, I found a 7.5 microfarad Mars made in the USA run capacitor. Let's test it before we put it in. Okay, our new capacitor is reading 7.74. Let's put it in. Alright guys, she is a running. Gotta love a cap and go on a Friday. It's my last call today too. So, there she is, snug as a bug in a rug. That's all it was. Simple fan cap. I checked out the other capacitor, made sure it was good. It's running within specs, so we're fine. It's got a hard start on it. So I'm probably just gonna go get temps. I'm not gonna put my gauges on. I think it's not necessary, and you can potentially contaminate the system when you do that. So I'm gonna just make sure that it's getting a good split. I'm gonna check their filter and be on my way. This, like I said, this is people that we know, and you know, I only live about 10 minutes down the road, so if they have any more issues, I can come right back out. But I'm pretty sure we're good. This train compressor sounds a little whiny, but it just got put through the ringer because he didn't turn it off right away, and when that fan quit. So hopefully we don't have any future issues there. And all right, I'm gonna get some temps on it and call it a day. All right, you gotta love a easy cap and go on a Friday afternoon on your last call. That was awesome. I took temps inside. I didn't put it on video because the son was in there watching a movie. It was nice and quiet. I didn't want to disturb him. But we had a 23, 24 degree split. Like I said, we tend to get higher splits in this region because the air is so dry. You know, not like a humid climate where you might get 16 to 18 degrees because it's using a lot of that energy to remove humidity as well. Not to get geeky on you or anything, but we have higher splits here. So, and when I say split, I mean the difference between the return air temperature and the supply air temperature. So, yeah, I gotta love it. I gotta love it. It's Friday afternoon. I can enjoy my rest of today. Enjoy it with the family. I still have to get up early tomorrow and work, but you know, it helps to have a quiet Friday when you're going to be traveling out of town, way out of town tomorrow down south. So I really appreciate it. I can get a little bit of relaxation in. And hold on, I was making sure this gate wasn't going to close on me. No, it's good thing to happen on a Friday, and it's a beautiful day. It's except for the heat. It's 94 degrees currently. We're gonna get close to 100 today, so it's good to get out of this weather. I'll be out in it tomorrow, but most of the work I got to do tomorrow is indoors. And this guy has a very, very efficient build he's got going on, so it stays pretty darn cool in there. So I'll be happy about that. Yeah, just leaving this Eagle Crest Resort, golf course community. Pretty nice homes here. Most of the people are pretty nice. I actually come play golf here from time to time. Nice to have a backup babysitter that's close by. So is our primary. So, yeah, not much else to say about today. Summarize that other one again. You know, airflow. It's all about airflow. Keep your filter clean, and I'll quit harping on it, and I will talk to you tomorrow.